Now back to our regularly scheduled program. It did not take too long. It didn't take long at all to get back to the third floor and get everything running again. Those of you who have no idea what you're talking about are probably viewing this in the future because I don't include 0.5 episodes in the playlist because they're not really part of the game. So, yeah. Before we go in, we're gonna... Oh, 10, but... it's not too huge of a defense loss. I usually carry accessories on my hexers anyway. We're going to give Anna here some luck beads. Luck in this game is a really weird stat. It increases chances of criticals, but it also influences your chances of landing status ailment related attacks. So it's good to have a lot of luck, but the hexer has naturally high luck anyway. We're going to be trading out the luck beads later on for hero orbs and stuff like that, so she can use them more often rather instead. And her class-specific armor we get much later on will increase luck as well. But anyways, let us actually start on the third floor today, so that we are not, you know, suffering. Welcome to the third floor. There are... Okay, I think there's one new enemy. Two new enemies on this floor, the ladybug and the red horn. And more on them when we run into them. It won't be too long, but the red horns can be quite an issue to run into. There's one place where they're actually really common, and I'm going to show you that in a little bit. Because otherwise they can be actually a rather pain to find when you're actually literally looking for them, rather than when you're running the labyrinth. I always had a hard time locating red horns. I mean, even though it's like right in front of my face right now, I would have trouble actually finding them, because I would never know where they were most common. Now I know where they're most common. Meet the red horn. The red horn will charge on his first turn and attack the next, which means you have to kill him in 2 turns supposing you're faster than him, or 1 turn supposing you're slower than him. This is where attack skills come in mighty handy. We're going to swing a Viper his way, and we're going to see if he gets poisoned or not or anything. I usually also like to use Evil Eye during these fights, but I'm pretty sure Viper will get him below half health so we can kill him. So let's see how this goes. Viper will go 42, 13, 21, 21, and 4. He uses charge. He has 120 HP-ish. I don't know if we're going to be able to hurt him fast enough. Let's send a tornado his way as well. See how much damage that level 3 tornado does to the basic attack. It's like 13 to 17, which is a lot better than 13 to 14. Also, no one died on my rehash of trying to get back to here again. Once again, that was covered in 7.5. I accidentally saved when I was loaded in a previous state, and I probably didn't mean it. I probably did it subconsciously, just to check out exactly what happened in previous episodes and such. I see it was doing some testing, and apparently I accidentally saved the game, and I didn't make a backup of the episode 6 and 7, so that set me back quite a bit. Once again, it didn't take too long to recover. Now, this little circle right here, oops. This little circle right here is ideal for running into red horns. So if you're ever in need of actually facing red horns, this is the space to do it. Otherwise, they're kind of uncommon. Other than in that little passageway and around here, they actually are much more uncommon throughout the rest of the floor. Alright. Wow. I know how to map today. I guess I'm not paying super focused attention because I had to like, now I got problems. But anyways, fill this in. It works like that. And fill that in, and let's go through here. Inside the room is a strong, fearful presence. Unlike anything you've ever experienced before, the monster in the depths surpasses your current skill. Fighting it means your death. Not all monsters have strength proportional to the level of the labyrinth they inhibit. This is teaching you all about FOEs. Sometimes it's best to leave these demons be. This, too, is a form of strategy. Observe the monsters at your leisure and continue your journey mindful of your skills. The easiest way to get out of this room is to go straight up and then go straight right. The room is actually rather large, but you'll be able to tell the dimensions of the room once you get to the other end. So pretty much as I just said, you just walk full north and then you walk full west and you should be out of there. Eric, attack, Evil Eye, attack. See if that does it. Redhorn's terrified. Too terrified to move, so he didn't charge. Everyone gang up on him, because we don't have suicide yet. And we are good to go. So yeah, Evil Eye isn't totally useless without... Ah, crap. I think we wasted too much time in that fight, so we have to try this again. Deep red FOEs are immune to the FOE control skills such as Slumber and Luring, so you can't actually impede their progress. Worth mentioning. They will also not start chasing you until they are done moving, or something like that. Anyways, go full north, then go full west. This will give you both the dimensions of the room, and pretty much get you in the clear. I think I'll paint it in later. Also, there's a little check mark between the D and the 5 right here that I'm checking and unchecking constantly right now. If you happen to like scroll over, you'll be unchecked, so if I move, the map won't follow me. Then this check is checked, the map will follow you. So, thus you're always mapping your close area. Now let's go ahead and fill in the rest of this room. We'll be on the... Now the western side of this floor is unavailable for the time being. We'll be there a lot later in the game, just don't worry about it. This FOE is the same FOE, but it acts, from my experience, it seems to act... No, it acts the same, it's confusing. Let's run into a fight before we actually jump up over and hear them. Meet the Ladybug. The Ladybug is a pure threat, and all your forces should be focused on it should you ever see one coming. Ladybugs can use Blink, which will raise the agility of the team, making it harder to hit everything on their team. And the second thing it does is that it summons Resphilias, which we ran into in episode 7, or 6. When we ran into the Resphilias when I was showing off the item team, yeah, they summon them. So, in the third floor, these Resphilias will pretty much just spell the end for you, unless you somehow escape or you use, like, Icing and All Out, or your limit skills on it. So, it is in your best interest to kill these things as fast as possible. We got a preemptive, so I'm not super worried about it. It has about 60 HP, so just keep all your focus on it until it dies, and then you can focus on anything else, and it's not too big of a deal. However, just remember that it can be a big deal. It's like the triple crawler set. It can be a big deal because it's 3 hard hitters, or really it can summon a really big hard hitter that you really aren't really able to beat normally until the 5th floor. Alright, this red FOE, you have to get in front of it to grab its attention. It has ADD, so you have to, you know, nab its attention, drag it back, make sure it goes back all the way, and then you can cut in front of it. You can always cut in front of it before it moves. It will only chase you after it sees you in its LOS, not as you enter the LOS, so keep that in mind. It will chase you up here, but once the moment you take this turn, I think it just pretty much gives up. If you continue going north, it will continue chasing. So yeah, it has line of sight based aggro. Once again, it's deep red, so your FOE control skills can't control it, so you're just gonna have to avoid it. Over here is a dead end. Over here, we're just going to ignore it for now. And over yonder is a long passageway which will lead into the next portion of the floor. High walls, once again. There's no FOE that can really take advantage of the high walls, so I'm just going to draw them in as normal walls. So, third new enemy in the floor is the Roller. The Roller hits hard, has high defense, and can be a general pain in the ass, but he's generally not as strong as the Cactoids before them or anything like that, so take your time. As I like to say, just take your time against the Rollers. They will hurt you a little bit, but I have Cure TP to use, so I'm not too terribly afraid. So yeah, 24, not a huge damage dealer. And it's kind of defensive, and it's kind of evasive, but really not too big of an issue, and overall one of the weaker new monsters on the floor. I mean, the Redhorn charges his attack and just crushes someone. So makes sense, right? Gandra should be fine. You'll notice a red FOE and a treasure chest behind this high wall. These high walls can be seen over, which is why I like them. I think this FOE has such a line of sight that it's actually trying to chase me now. So, anyways, come over here. There's another dead end. No event here either, so guess we're moving on. And there's a good reason you want to actually get this far on the floor. Probably not going to get all the way today. We're going to just see how far we can get. I guess we can see. Send a Viper over here, send a Tornado over there. Attack over here and attack here. Should kill the one on the left, maybe not. I'm always a bad judge of these things, but who's to say? Okay, yeah, we killed the one on the left. Perfect. And now we kill on the one on the right. Very good, very good. We have 2 tornadoes left in us. And 3 Vipers, I think. 8, 16, okay, so we only have 2 Vipers and 2 tornadoes left. Keep this stuff in mind, because I have to be somewhat conservative on TP. Otherwise, it's just gonna get all used. Now, we're gonna get this treasure chest. If you don't have a warp wire, I would not attempt going in here. In fact, I recommend going back to town about now. But come in here. And there's a small puzzle with this FOE that you gotta solve if you want to get out of here with the treasure and continue exploring. Otherwise, you can just grab the treasure, use the warp wire, get out. But there is a way to get out of this room without having to face this guy. So, go across, he'll chase you. Nap the item, you'll get a Boar Spear. Alright? Equip this item to... Gandra. And it's going to be a huge increase, so now Gandra is caught up on attack. Alright. Actually, I think we can just turn our face around and just exit the door. Oh, usually this FOE gives me problems by being in this corner when I'm at the treasure chest. But otherwise, okay, yeah, so that wasn't as big of a deal as I thought it was. So let's remove this wall, put this door here, and continue on. This episode might start getting a little lengthy, so I might split it up into a 1.1 and a 0.1 and a 0.2. So if that's the case, I think I'm going to end 8.1 off here, and I'm going to see you guys next time for the rest of this place until the shortcut. See you guys then.